episode is going to be a little different. We're actually reviewing Stranger Things 2.
And this is the first time you actually have a dude
I know.
on the couch.
Right?
So, like, you guys usually do your tea times, and that's all girls. Mm-hmm. It's a girl talk thing. So, but today we're doing something different. Oh, yes. By the way, I'm Martin from Nerdfellas.
Yes.
And
he produces and does amazing favors for us.
Yeah, and then also I'm also got my own channel, Stash05, if you want to check that out.
So subscribe to him. All his stuff will be in the
links down below.
Okay, cool. So, Stranger Things.
Stranger Things
in general, what do you think of it?
Whew. Well, I remembered when I first saw Stranger Things for the first time, I was like, what is this? This is weird. Like, my friends would tell me about it. Like, dude, you got to watch Stranger Things.
Right.
And I was like, okay, I guess. And then I watched it, and I was like, what? It's like, right? For me, it was kind of like E.T. meets The Goonies meets The Thing. Right. John Carpenter, The Thing.
Right.
And it's like horror elements, and then sci-fi.
And then like comedy.
Yeah, it was like so perfect. And then it took me back to like those old school movies like Stand By Me and It, like the original It.
Yeah.
And where like it's just a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
And they're like going on adventures.
Right.
I love that. So to me it was right up my alley. What about you?
Yeah, my dad's actually the one that told me about it.
Your dad, out of all people.
Yeah,
okay,
my dad.
Cool.
So, it actually caught my eye because he was watching it. I saw Winona Ryder. I love her to death. I absolutely love her.
She's crazy, but I love her too.
Great.
Yeah.
She's so good. And then, like, some sort of 80s music was playing, and I was like, what is this? I was like, I need to watch this. Just because it was Winona Ryder, I already need to watch it. And he's like, oh, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. And I was like, okay, I guess. And I binge watched it in one night.
It was amazing, right?
Yeah, it was worth it.
Yeah,
Staying up to like 5 in the morning.
And it's amazing. Like, the kids are so incredible.
And they were so young in the first one. They were like 12 years old.
Right. And then this season, it seemed like they had aged 2 years to me. Like, especially 11. She looked like way older to me.
She grew like 5 feet.
Right? Yeah, she's like super tall. And yeah, it's crazy.
Well, now they're all like 14 or 15 years old.
Yeah. And so, like, I love the show. It was incredible. So going into season 2, I was highly anticipating it.
What character were you most excited to see again?
Honestly, Dustin.
Me too.
Dustin was so funny because he's like my what do you call it? My soulmate, my creature, my spirit animal. That's what I was trying to say. He's oh my god.
He is the freaking cutest.
Yeah, and then with the no teeth, and now he's got the teeth, but it's
he's so cute.
It was so funny.
Sweet, and he's so funny. I love him so much.
He was awesome. I was actually kind of like waiting to see what he was gonna bring. And he had a lot of funny moments.
Yeah, I think he's very important.
Yeah,
this new season.
He was a little selfish this season in the second season.
Yeah, he was. By the way, spoilers.
Right, yeah. Spoilers. If you're watching this is super spoiler filled.
Spoilers.
So him and oh my god, what was his pet's name? Dart. And I just thought that shit was hilarious. Like,
I loved it.
Cause like when I saw the trailer for the season 2, and you see like that they have something inside of the trap of
the
Ghostbusters trap, and it's moving. I'm like, what the hell? Like, did this show just go 180 like to like something different?
Right,
like
I thought like ghosts.
Yeah.
Like, oh god.
So I'm like, what's this? But then no, it was perfect. Like I loved.
And I loved that it was Dustin and not one of the other kids.
Yeah, because it fits him perfectly.
Yeah, because Lucas, I know, would have killed it right away. Mike would have killed it right away. And Dustin is so sweet. He's like, he wanted to keep it. And it was like his child. But
let's talk about... So what were some of the things you loved about Stranger Things, part 2?
Part 2? Other than Dustin? The relationship between Hopper and Joyce.
Mm-hmm.
You see that a little bit more.
Yeah.
I feel like there is an attraction between them romantically,
right?
But it's like an unspoken thing,
right?
You know what I mean? Because they do take it back to like, oh my god, remember high school? Like sharing cigarettes. It's like super sweet, but it's like an unspoken thing. That, and I also love the character development of Steve.
Steve grew on me.
He was such
a douchey
Oh, I hate him so much.
I love Steve, and I feel so bad for him at the end.
Right?
Okay, so Steve he looks like the dude from Parks and Rec. They even did a video on it. Did you see it?
There's like this whole theory that Steve is actually his dad.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh my god, that actually is kind of perfect. But,
I know, yeah.
No, but he grew so much as a character because in like that first season he was very one dimensional.
Yeah, pretty
very
boy,
douchey.
popular.
It was almost like they were getting into like the tropes of 80s movies, like, oh, the douchey guy, the pretty girl, and the really awkward,
like emo outcast
Cass,
that likes the pretty girl.
Eventually we'll get with the pretty girl.
Right.
They didn't do that exactly in that first season. But in this, like, and then you expect for Steve to be just a douche the whole way, and he redeems himself at the end of season 1. In this season,
kind of.
Yeah, he does, because he buys him a camera at the end.
I guess.
And, well,
it was just to get in Nancy's pants, though.
I don't know. Well,
anyway.
I mean, Nancy's kind of cute.
She is, but anyway.
But in this season, I think he was just perfect. Like, he had, like, that, like, he wanted more, and yet she wouldn't give it to him. And it's almost like he had to confide in Dustin, of all people.
Right.
Like
that relationship.
And actually, that's like one of my favorite relationships right there. Like Dustin and Steve was like hilarious.
Because Dustin was like so desperate for help that he's like, I guess Steve. Who else can he go to? Like he can't tell anybody else that he's looking for a freaking Demogorgon. Yeah. You know, like he can't. So I loved it. I loved him and Dustin a lot. And I really like Steve a lot.
Yeah. And you know, it's so crazy because, like, the first, 5 episodes to me bled to, like, complete, like, together. That I can't even tell you what happened in episode 3.
Right. It's all
what happened in episode 5.
Story.
Like, I have no idea because, like, it's all. And it's already been about a week or 2 that I've seen it.
I just finished a few days ago.
So like for me, I'm trying to remember all the things, but, so for me, like one of my favorite characters actually was, Sean Astin, which is Bob.
Yeah. Definitely.
And I love Bob so much.
Me too.
Like Bob, like was like such the sweetest guy. Nobody wants to accept him.
Right.
He's like having the worst, time trying to fit in.
With Joyce and
and he's like all he wants to do is just love them and
support them.
Yeah, and like when do you ever get that?
Right.
Ever.
Right.
So for him to like feel rejected by everybody.
The first scene with him and Joyce freaked me out.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, and I didn't like it because to me in my mind he is always gonna be from the Goonies. Yeah. Always. Like he's that and the brother from 50 First Dates.
Oh yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Like that's who he's gonna be in my mind forever. So he starts like making out with Joyce and they're like in the back room like throwing stuff around. And I was like,
it was a little weird. It was a little weird. But then he just I don't know what it is.
He just
because it's just like the whole way he never changed. Like he never He never like turned into a dick.
Or like
he always just
Joyce
stayed
was crazy.
Right. He always gave her the benefit of the doubt, and that's what I really loved about Bob.
Yeah.
Bob was just.
He was a great character, and I hated that he left so quickly.
And it's funny because like, they did do a couple of things that were very cliche. So.
Like what?
So with Bob's instance, like at the very end. He gets through the hospital or whatever it's the lab, and right when you think he's like safe, right? Because you get like this medium shot of him, so like you can't really see anything else
around him,
and it's like we're in the clear. Right. No, you're not. Like in my head, I was like, no.
Why did he stop
it's
in the first
about
place?
To happen. It's about like I knew it was gonna happen,
me too.
And sure enough, boom! Like from the side.
But
I was so
and then
sad.
that like slow motion, like no audio sound, like video of Joyce like screaming.
Yeah.
That broke my heart. I was like, no.
No. And you know what? Joyce was really annoying in that first season for me. She was like, oh, like the really crazy lady, but
her son went missing.
I get it. I get that.
Her son went missing. Not only that, but he wasn't just missing. He was in another dimension.
Okay, all right. We've all been through there. You know, like I got lost in a different dimension also, and my mom didn't freak out like that. She didn't put up Christmas lights and whatever. But Joyce in this one was like actually more calm. She was like more of like a real person.
She took charge.
Yeah, and the other one, she's just reacting. Oh my God!
I love her though.
The lights.
I know she has the lights. She's like screaming.
Oh, I mean, I love her. I love her,
but
so she was crazy. She was a little crazy.
She was.
In this one, she was actually like more. You know, I think it's because Bob kind of like brought her down to like a.
Yeah. And then Jonathan was no help. He was gone the whole season.
Jonathan, yeah.
That's something I didn't like about the season.
So one thing I didn't like about the season is I did not believe the attraction between Jonathan and the sister, Nancy.
Why?
Nope.
I loved it. Since the first season. I was like, they have to be together.
No.
At the end of the first season, she's with Steve, and I was like, gross.
Okay,
no.
So I saw a meme. It's like, Jonathan looks like the perfect incarnation of Leonardo DiCaprio, Dwight Schrute from The Office, and somebody else. But I'm like, oh, he is ugly. The kid looks like a frog.
I don't think so.
He looks like a frog.
I have a crush on Jonathan.
Oh God. Well, it's because you like frogs. I can't. What do you want me to say? You know, like he looks like a. I don't know. He looks. I think
weird. It's that he looks. He looks like he hasn't slept in 100 years.
The kid has like eyes apart like this.
But you know they're dating in real life.
What?
Jonathan and Nancy. Yeah.
That doesn't make sense to me. See, that doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, I didn't believe that whatsoever. That whole
I did
relationship. I get they went through this whole thing together, but for it to drive a wedge between Nancy and Steve and bring Jonathan and Nancy together, I didn't believe that.
Right. What I didn't like was their little mission that they had.
I didn't like. Yeah, I kind of saw that kind of pointless.
Me too.
Because eventually, everyone found out regardless.
Right.
At
because
the end,
the whole hospital was taken down by like the Demogorgons.
Yeah,
so
and
it's like,
you can't really hide that.
It was just Nancy's guilt that she killed Barb. I'm just gonna say that she killed Barb
because she told her to like go away.
She told Barb to go away so she could have sex with Steve. So she killed Barb.
Okay, that doesn't mean she killed Barb. Yeah, nobody told Barb to stay at the house like a weirdo. Barb, I'm sorry, most overrated character in the entire thing.
She's great.
Barb, no, because Barb, instead of just like, oh, F you, Nancy, I'm just gonna go home. I'm just gonna wait here by the pool while everyone else is inside. Maybe she was
thinking, I'm Nancy's ride. Let me wait for her.
Nah.
Steve obviously wasn't gonna take her home.
Nah, son, you fucked up.
No,
you done fucked up, son. No. Stupid Barb. She deserved what she got. Like, honestly, Barb, I didn't care about Barb.
I did.
I did not care about Barb.
Barb, I'm here for you.
No. Yes. Super overrated.
I think she's... Whatever. Okay.
Anyway, I'm glad she didn't come back to life. I'm glad she stayed dead.
So I didn't like that story. It was just her guilt for Barb. And
okay.
Barb's parents were like not giving up, and they're like, she's still out there. Let's go find her. And yeah.
I mean,
so they just needed to prove that Barb was dead.
Like, I get it, because for them, like, it worked out for Winona Ryder. She kept going and persisting that her son isn't dead, and it turns out, he's alive.
But she knew that there was
I know that she knew, but I'm saying, like, why? I get why they didn't give up. Yeah. Although I was like, oh, come on. Even you as Barb's parents, you didn't want her. You're glad she's dead. You know what I mean? Like, you're glad she's done, son.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Okay.
I didn't like that. Okay. I didn't like that at all.
All right. So you had some bullet points here. Like, tell me some of the other stuff. Because I need some refreshers. Because it's been a while.
Okay. So I was honestly kind of surprised. This is the first episode. It has to be the first episode. When we find out 11 has been living with Hopper.
I wasn't surprised because...
You weren't?
No, because remember at the end of the season 1, he
drops off the
Look,
food.
okay, this thing is not going to stay on the... Like, I'm not going to... Let's not pretend that it's just...
Just leave it alone.
Right, we're just going to put it down. Okay. Yeah, like, he was feeding her.
Yeah. Like a dog in a little box.
Okay, I'm sorry, but Hopper's an asshole. Throughout the whole show. He's an asshole.
Why?
Okay, one, he's got so many secrets that he keeps from everyone. He knew about all this shit before.
What?
About all of these all the experiments. Because he even told the doctors, like, look, I've been keeping a secret for you guys, and you guys just keep it out of my town. But, like...
Well, because...
But, so you kind of know what's going on.
Yeah, but it's because he and I think what they told him was, like, we're just keeping it contained. Because in the first season, 11, she admits to Mike that she opened another portal or another window or whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. So I think they were just keeping it contained.
Is that the secret he was keeping?
And they weren't doing experiments on kids anymore.
Okay.
I think that's why he kind of kept it a secret. And anyway, they're still looking for 11, so he has to protect her.
Okay, but then he's also an asshole to her.
To 11?
Why? Like, I get, like, he's trying to protect her, basically shun her from the rest of society, but then she never really Is it better to live like that than... You know what I mean? Like,
well, because
he's, like, sheltering her so much that she doesn't even know what it is to be a kid.
Well, yeah, but she does have superpowers, and they probably would have killed Mike and all his little friends and everybody who knew about everything else if they found 11.
I would have killed Mike too. I'm just kidding.
It wasn't even a year. She'll be fine.
Okay, all right.
She's fine.
All right. That's true.
Okay.
I did love... Okay, so Will is not really in season 1 all that much, obviously.
Right, because he's
missing one. But holy shit. He
came
to fucking play.
He was so good.
Yeah, no shit. Like, the whole time I'm like, oh, dude. This kid's, like, shaking and crying and like, he's so believable. Like,
that was something that I loved the most because it, to me, reminded me of, like, Exorcist.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
Wise.
That's exactly what I thought.
Because the last episode, he's, like, possessed almost. And, like, the shadow monster, whatever it is that's in him, is, like, talking for him.
Right. Oh, I know. And then even when he's screaming, you can hear the monsters scream, like the
and
different
he's, like,
voice.
His eyes are, like, rolling back and he's, like, shaking.
But not just that, but just, like, even the dramatic parts when, like, when he's, like, talking to his mom, like, I have no idea what's in me. Like, I'm so scared. And I'm like, holy crap. Like, you're breaking my heart.
Yeah. He was
amazing. So he was perfect.
He was so good.
He was perfect. I
loved that he is the smallest looking one of the kids.
Oh, right. Like, he looks like he never aged.
Yeah, he still looks like he's 8 years old.
Yeah.
You know, the other ones all look a little older, and they all sound like older. Like, they all went through puberty already. But Will still looks and acts like he's 8 years old.
That kid, like, I hope when Emmys come around...
I hope he gets something.
I hope he gets nominated at least. Something.
Yeah.
Because I thought he was incredible.
Yeah.
He was incredible. But, okay.
So good.
So 11, there's, like, moments in there that are from other movies. Like E.T. Specifically E.T.
Okay. There's
a scene where she's mocking the TV. Like, not mocking, but, like, kind of like...
Oh, and she says a word.
Yeah, and then she's, like, acting out stuff.
Yeah, and in the
that she watches on TV. E.T. does the same thing
the part where it's Halloween night and she comes out with a sheet over her head.
Oh.
And E.T., that's how they got him out.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
They were able to have him out and about.
Yeah.
Because he was like a ghost.
No, but, like, in this season, she does, like, this mimic stuff on TV. And it also reminds me of, like, when E.T. was, like, drinking the beer and like... and then Elliot is like connected to him.
Yeah.
That he gets drunk, and he starts like kissing this girl on his wind, and it's incredible. I actually love that. But
yeah.
So yeah, this show is.
Speaking of references.
Okay, yeah, there's a ton.
My favorite reference, and I should have mentioned this before, but when Dustin and Steve are walking on the railroad, Stand By Me. That to me, and it's just like the connection between them, and they're talking about girls, and then Steve tells them about like how to do your hair.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like a little, Steve's not a little kid, but it's just like a little kid thing to do.
Yeah.
You know, and they're walking down the railroad.
For me,
tracks.
it was when Bob, he's like looking at the whole drawings. He's like, "What is this? A map to a pirate ship?"
Yeah,
and it's like,
Goonies
"Oh,
reference?
Goonies." Yeah, no. And so I just, I love Bob. But yeah, there's so many other references in this whole thing. Like my friend was saying something about Halloween, Max. Oh, we haven't even talked about Max yet. Max. What did you think about Max?
I think she was just a character to create drama.
Mm-hmm.
I think she really didn't do anything, honestly, other than create drama between Dustin and Lucas.
Yeah. At first I was like, I don't want her to be part of this group.
Yeah, me neither.
But I kind of warmed up to her. Like, she wasn't bad.
She wasn't bad, but it was just like, I didn't, like, if she wasn't there, I think it would have been fine.
Yeah, but it also needed a reason why 11 left. Like, she was kind of like the MacGuffin. Basically, a MacGuffin is like a thing in a story to get the wheels going,
right?
Or to like make things happen.
Mm-hmm.
So because of her, she made 11 jealous
with Mike
and so we never see 11 and them meet up until like the last second. And
it's not even
second
anything.
to last episode.
Max like introduces herself and Eleven's just like.
Like,
walks away and that's it.
No, but like cause like the whole time you want 11 and the kids to be like together again.
Yeah, but they don't.
And they don't. And actually I kind of like that. And in a way, we're gonna segue to the controversy, which I don't think it was a controversy, but the episode 7. Oh. I loved it.
I thought it was trash.
Like I think she needed that in order to like realize like, no, this isn't me. I can't do those things.
Yeah.
I did kill before, but I'm not that person anymore. I'm a person now. Right. Because before she was like an experiment. Yeah. You know what I mean? Now she's like, I can't kill this guy. She was going dark side big time. Like she even had like the Darth Vader choke on him. Yeah. And she's like, oh, and I'm like, oh my God. So okay. I loved it. Like I love that whole.
Thought it was absolute trash.
Why? Okay, why?
It wasn't needed.
It wasn't needed.
No. And I think, and not even that. I think I'm getting my episodes confused. If I'm right, I think the only thing important from that episode was the explanation of what happened to Eleven's mom and why she stayed like a little off.
That was the episode before.
Okay, then never mind. It's not even needed. I thought it was trash.
No.
Yes.
Okay, because. Okay, so watching that episode, yeah, it's a whole different departure. You're not in the woods anymore. You're not in this small town anymore.
Will, Mike, you don't even see them the whole episode.
That's fine, because the whole season to me was focused on them, not even on 11. And it was nice to take a little break from that a little. You know what I mean? Just for like an episode. Mm-hmm. And for 11 to like really find and go through this arc, like she's like, what am I? Oh, I'm a girl. I have a mother. Right. I have a name, which was Jamie. Jane. And so I'm like, and there's other people out there like me, like
right. No, I like that she went back to her mom and then blah blah blah.
Right.
But the whole sister thing,
number 8. Okay, so like that, the girl, I wasn't a fan of that other girl. I forgot her name already.
I don't know. Number 8.
Oh yeah, number 8, I guess. Yeah. But what I think was good about it was, like the whole episode kind of made me feel like, oh, this is kind of like what the New Mutants could be. Like, punk rock, just kids that have powers and going around and doing shit.
Right.
I was like, that's kind of cool. I like that. And, okay, so maybe for me it was different because I had watched not all the episodes, like, right after another. Mm-hmm. I had to, like, take a break because I had to go to work or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so I came back home and I watched that episode. And to me, it didn't feel like it's jarring. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Where as maybe somebody who was watching it all the way through, like, nonstop, it's like you're following this storyline and then all of a sudden you're over here. I can understand that. Mm-hmm. I can understand that, but I really did like that episode. It's not my favorite, but I think for me it had like some really good moments, especially with 11. So like there's not a reference, but it reminded me of X-Men First Class, where she's like trying to pull the train, kind of like when Magneto and Xavier are, and he's trying to move the satellite, and he's like, get into your head and like find your happy thought. Here it's like, find your fucking worst thought ever. Dark place. And she's like fucking moving the whole thing. I'm like, holy shit.
And I kind of, but it's like at the same time I kind of hate it because they're only doing it to use her.
Though that was the point though, because it shows that 11's not like them. Yeah. 11 is not someone who will use anyone, even though people hurt her. Right. She's like, that's not me. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do good. I'm gonna go save my friends. My friends are important to me. Yeah. I love them. Yeah. You're just someone who we went through this tragic thing together. But
at the same time, it's like 11 didn't even really remember her either.
Exactly. She didn't know. I'm like, oh, you're part of me. I don't, like, I was 3 years old. I don't remember. Yeah. Okay, so, but I like that it pushed her limits. Like, it tested her limits. It showed what she was willing to and what she was willing to do. Yeah. Which is why I think she was, I thought that was why I love that episode.
I didn't like it.
All right, I'm not gonna try to convince you.
I see your point. I get you. I see your point.
Okay, all right,
I totally see your point. Like character development of 11 in that episode.
Okay,
is
I
awesome.
get you.
I see it, but I'm just like I could have lived without it. They could have done something else with it.
Yes, I know. All right.
Whatever. What else can we talk about? Max. What did you think of Max and her brother?
Okay, so.
Well, mostly her brother.
Her brother, to me, honestly, the whole time, I kept thinking he was. Now I knew he wasn't, but. It was like, this guy looks exactly like Zac Efron with a bad mullet.
It was so ugly. It looked like a dead rat. I hated it so much.
It did look like a dead rat.
Oh, it looked stringy.
It looked like matted. You know, like, I don't know what that even means. He doesn't brush it. Yeah, there you go.
It was like really thin hair.
It's like all tangled. It looked like a dreadlock. like one giant dreadlock. That's what it looked like. It was disgusting. It was pretty gross.
I know. It's because I spent so much money on the CGI. They're like,
right? Yeah, like, I don't know about this. No, but I mean, Max and her brother. I don't even remember his name.
Billy.
Okay.
It was like oh my god.
Something like that. Yeah. He to me didn't do anything. Like, he was kind of pointless in the whole story. Right. He was just there to just be an asshole. Right. Kind of what, like, Steve was in the previous season, but Steve redeemed himself at the end. This guy not really. He was like, oh, okay, I'll leave you alone.
But then because you drugged me.
But also, I kind of feel bad for the guy now because, okay, his parents hate him. Right. His sister hates him. And now he's got nobody. Right. So, like, that sucks. I think. Like, poor guy. Like, oh.
It's because he has ugly hair and he deserves it.
Yeah, okay. He deserves to not be loved.
No, I think he was just a character to create
drama
and trouble in
the real world. So that whole family was kind of like there to create drama.
Yeah, because that's why she was there too, to create drama.
Yeah, I could see boys. That. her brother was just like very one-dimensional.
Yeah.
Like no, there's no redeeming
jerk of the whole show.
There's no redeeming quality for him.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do that.
Yeah, I mean,
and I then he was like a racist. Did you pick up on that?
Oh yeah. Yeah, because of Luke.
Because of Lucas.
Yeah, Lucas. Luke.
Yeah, and she was like hanging out with him. Not him. Not that one. Like.
Right.
And I was thinking like, what else?
Yeah.
What? And I was like really thinking. I was like, what's wrong with Lucas? Like, what's wrong with him?
Come on.
I don't see color. But I didn't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't see color.
Yeah. Anyway, I was like, what's wrong with Lucas? And I realized like, oh wait, he's like the only black kid like in the entire show, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, that's the only thing that really sets him apart.
Yeah. That's not true. His sister's black.
Oh my god, his sister. His sister's everything. I loved her.
She was funny. She was like super sassy, like, yo, your friend, I told him to like shut the hell up. It's like, dang.
You are such a nerd.
I know.
You only hang out with boys. I just thought I loved her. I thought she was so funny.
Yeah.
I thought she was great.
But doesn't it seem like the parents, other than Joyce, are super like, we don't know what's going on?
Okay, I was almost born in 2000s, but everybody that I've talked to is like, that's how the 80s were.
That's not how the 80s were.
Maybe your parents loved you. I don't know. But everybody I talked to, they're like, oh, my parents didn't care where I was. Like, we didn't have cell phones.
Okay, I get it. I get what you're saying, because I also didn't. Oh, T-Max! You gotta get in the video.
Oh, shit.
No, it's fine. Get in. What did you think of Stranger Things? You haven't even watched the first one. Get out of here.
There you go.
Get out of here with you. Here anymore. So.
I'm just kidding.
Sorry.
Disgrace. Just kidding.
You bet.
But anyways. What are we talking about?
No, okay, in the 80s, like, I wasn't, okay, yeah, my mom knew where I was, but, like, nobody really kept tabs, like, oh, hey, what are you doing? And then when my dad would need me to come home, he would just whistle. And I could hear him from blocks away. I was like, hey, guys, I gotta go home. Like, I gotta go. And I would run home or whatever.
That's what I've heard. I was born in 96, so by the time I was, like, out in the streets, I already had a phone.
See, that's different. But I mean, so like, but like the parents were like super like, what's going on? Like, completely.
Right.
Kind of, okay, like I'm gonna make a kind of like a comparison here with like It, like where all the parents were like, what's going, like, and the only concerned citizens were the kids. That's what this was like. Yeah. Except for, Hopper and Joyce. Basically, they're the only ones that were.
Bob. And not even really Bob, because he didn't really know anything. Bob.
Every time you bring him up, I get sad.
You should make like a memorial for him at the end of this.
See, okay,
like, in memorial.
He's like the Barb of this season. Yeah. Because I've seen memorials for Barb like all over the place. Mm-hmm. Bob is like really the one.
Bob is. Okay, speaking of killed off characters, justice for Muse.
The Muse deserved it.
Ooh, he was just a cat, and because
cats suck. So what about Dr. Owens? Like, what did you think about him as a character?
Okay, in the beginning, he seems like a good guy. He's helping Will get over this whatever it is that happened to him, because he knows about the whole upside down whatever. But what really got me thinking of that he could possibly be in on this, or he has something to do with whatever it is, in a bad way, is at the end when Hopper and Eleven go back to the lab or the hospital or whatever to close the gate, right, or the portal, whatever, and they find him in the hallway, and he's alive, but with only a leg wound. To me, I thought that was weird, because any person that the Demogorgon, that even just one Demogorgon saw, they ripped him to shreds. Right. And so how did he get away with just a bite on the leg?
Because he's a savvy little fucker, that's why. Okay, I'm not going to lie. When I first saw him, I thought the opposite of you. I thought he was like...
Fishy?
Like, I don't know about this guy. Like, seriously. Yeah. The whole time.
Yeah.
I was like,
because you knew he knew something.
Yeah, well, especially after I think it was the first episode at the very end, he like starts talking to people, and, like in this lab, and it's like, oh, okay, and then it's like recording stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay, I knew it. Like, he was already on my nah, but when he did help them, I honestly thought he was gonna betray them, but he actually ended up helping them.
Yeah.
Out of the building.
Yeah, and that's why I thought he was such a good guy, because he stayed behind to stay in the monitor room to help Bob. To help Bob out. Right. To guide him out, because obviously he didn't know where he was going. Right. So I thought, oh, like, he sacrificed himself. He's either going to stay barricaded in there.
And not only that, the whole time I'm like, he's going to make him get killed on purpose.
Bob. Yeah. No, but he saves him.
No, exactly. He's like,
oh my God, what's coming? Like, hi.
Yeah, it's like, get in the closet. Like, I'm like, oh shit, he's actually helping him.
Yeah.
But the whole time I thought he was going to betray them. Like, I've always thought he was just the bad guy in this whole thing. And then
I didn't. Until that last.
So, and then at the end, I think he's the good guy. He's a good guy.
At the end?
So, like, I have the opposite thought.
I just thought it was weird. Mm-hmm. Because...
It is weird.
Even just one Demogorgon, like, would rip somebody to shreds. Just totally, just completely eat them. And he only had, like, a little bite on the leg. And then at the end, I feel like he's trying to win Hopper over by giving him a birth certificate for 11 with his last name, which was so sweet. But, I don't know. There's just something weird about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was just so casual about the whole thing. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, yeah, Demogorgon, like, I almost got killed, but I'm good. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just thought it was weird.
I don't know. It's weird because, like, Paul Reiser, the actor, he was also in Aliens.
Yes.
And he is the bad guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
So that's immediately why, as soon as I saw him, he's the bad guy. Maybe. He's not the guy I thought of from that show him and Helen Hunt used to do. Mm-hmm. Mad About You?
No, I've never seen it.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I'm old. But, so there used to be a show. It's like, it was really sweet and whatever, but whatever. But yeah, like, as soon as I saw him, I was like, keep my eye on you. Keep my eye on you the whole time.
I just thought that was weird.
Yeah. But other than that, though, like, there's so many unanswered questions still.
Yeah.
Like, what is that shadow monster? You know what I mean? Like, what is it?
What is it?
I think it's alien.
Outer space alien.
Outer space alien.
I don't know.
I don't know, though.
I don't know.
It obviously...
Part of me does think alien because of the way it looked when you saw, like, the little shadow of it. But I don't know.
But it's weird because, like, I also think it's alien because of... It's, like, opening up new dimensions. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, it's able to open up a whole different dimension where it's, like, the same, but it's... Obviously, it's not the same. Right. It's all upside down and stuff. So, I don't know. I'm really excited to, like, watch season 3.
They signed up for 5 seasons, so we have 3 more seasons to go. That means 3 years.
It's
3 years.
I love it.
We're gonna be doing
they're gonna go through high school, and at the end of it, they're gonna be like teenagers.
Because they're 8th graders right now. So in 3 years, they'll be freshmen, sophomore, juniors. Almost seniors in high school.
think if they were about.
No, they're in 8th grade.
They are in 8th grade.
They mention it.
They might skip a year.
Okay, so they'll end up being seniors. I want to say that they're gonna be 18.
Yeah.
That is so weird.
I know, especially Dustin. I want to know what he looks like.
I know. In my head, I want these kids to stay the way they are.
I bet you anything, Lucas is gonna be super tall. Cause I'm racist, I guess, and the creepy dude, Jonathan, he's gonna look like he's 30, even though now he already looks like he's 30. No joke.
He's gonna look like he's 50.
So he's gonna look like he's well into his retirement. Joyce, oh man.
Is it just me, but did she look younger this season?
She's always looked the same age.
I think she looked younger. This season. Maybe it's because she's like less like.
She's always looked the same age to me. Like even in the 80s.
She looks amazing.
She was Lydia, and she looks the same.
She looks amazing.
White people either don't age or they age really fast. So I'm not sure if like she aged really fast back then and she just hasn't really
just, like,
changed.
stopped.
Yeah, basically it's the same. Or what?
I love her.
But I'm yeah, like who knows what's gonna like what do you think is gonna happen in the future? What are your hopes or like what do you want?
I don't even know what's gonna happen next because it ended at the snowball.
Yeah.
Which I thought was sweet.
Oh, I know.
Because in the first season, he asked her to the snowball, but obviously, you know, she had to save the world or whatever. So, sorry. She didn't have time to go to middle school dance.
Right. Yeah.
So it ended with the snowball. I thought it was sweet. They kissed.
Yeah.
I thought that was cute. So it ended with the snowball.
Yeah, it was
which
kind of. I loved it too. Like it was, and it's so sad. Well, it was hilarious and sad and funny all at the same time because Dustin and Steve are in the car.
Yeah,
and
his hair.
And his hair. Oh, dude,
it was horrible, but I loved it.
It was terrible. It was like
but I loved it.
The worst haircut I've ever or whatever.
Was it worse than Billy's though?
Yeah, yeah. If Dustin had gotten a mullet instead, I think I'd been fine. Yeah. But oh my god, it was horrendous. So it was funny though. Yeah. Oh my god. But I loved it because like it's like now Dustin has like an older brother almost.
Yeah.
Like with Steve. Yeah. And poor Steve, like he's just in the car looking through the
and he sees Nancy.
Nancy there.
Like, I'm happy. But she's happy because she's looking at Jonathan. It's kind of like ugh.
Oh yeah, I know. It's sad. Yeah. What else?
I loved that a girl actually asked Will to dance.
Yeah.
She didn't say his name. She called him Zombie Boy, but still.
Yeah.
It's a start.
Yeah.
It's a start.
It's a start.
And for him to be the first one to be asked to dance, it's kind of like...
It's only because they've tortured the poor kid for 2 seasons, so it's like, hey, Zombie Boy, you want to dance? You know, like...
And the girl was cute, too.
Yeah.
So she wasn't like a weirdo or anything.
Yeah, I guess.
And then, Lucas and Max.
Yeah, Max and Lucas.
Whatever.
I guess they're a thing.
Yeah, she kisses him.
What are those kids going to look like? Imagine redhead with freckles and my brother. Bro, what are your kids going to look like? Honestly, like I'm scared. I don't know what it's going to look crazy though.
Maybe they'll kill Max off in the next season. I'm kind of hoping. That way it doesn't get that
I liked Max, but like...
She was okay.
Whatever, yeah.
And then...
11
comes back in.
Uh-huh.
That was really cute.
Yeah, with her hair all done.
Yeah,
and
like a little dress.
Yeah, she looks
And Mike,
cute.
like his whole world. Like you can tell his whole world just like stops.
Yeah.
Which I thought was amazing on the actor's part.
Mm-hmm. Well, really?
Yeah. Because it actually, I mean, maybe he is. But it actually looked like he's like totally in love with her.
It's called acting. Okay, so...
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like props to him.
Oh, hey, good job on doing your job. So, like...
Good job. Well, maybe he's doing it because they get paid $30,000 an episode, but...
Oh.
Each of them gets paid $30,000 an episode.
That's like...
They're like 12. Wait, no, they're like 14.
Well, it doesn't matter. That's...
You know what? I was
That's
thinking
some
about
cash.
this, and it kind of doesn't really matter.
What?
But how come child labor laws don't affect acting in cinema?
It does. It does affect. Yeah, like there are strict laws on. If we're gonna get technical here, guys, I'm sorry. Like child labor laws in Hollywood are very strict.
Really?
Yeah, like you can't work an actor, or like a child actor more than so many hours in one day.
Is that why sometimes it takes so long?
Yeah, like I bet you anything this whole season took like a year to make. Because of the kids. So yeah, and then also like a guardian and a parent have to be there. They also have like on the spot schooling, like homeschool. Like they have a teacher. Yeah, it is kind of a drag, but like I mean, it's not a bad gig. Honestly, come on.
I'd get paid $30,000 an episode.
And it's fun for them. Like I'm pretty sure it was pretty fun. But anyway,
going back to the snowball.
Yeah. Oh,
back to
and then
snowball.
Dustin and Nancy.
That was so sweet because he was crying.
That's true.
He was so hyped up about his hair. He thought he looked good, and he did. He was so cute. But anyways, and he goes and asks one girl, and she's like, "Oh no," and he asks another one, "Oh no," and then he's crying.
Yeah.
He's crying.
The rules of 3. You get 2 strikes, and then you get the home run.
Really?
Yeah. It's in film. It's a film thing.
Oh.
The rule of 3.
A guy thing.
It's the rule of 3.
Is
like
it a
you
guy
get.
Thing, though?
It could be, I guess. No, but like in film, like you like go here, no rejection. Go here, no rejection. And then finally, like, oh hey, like this thing happened. It's like a thing.
I thought it was cute.
But yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
Also, just like a general thing, I don't know if I have to rewatch the first season because it's been a year.
Yeah.
But the editing in season 2 it caught me, like I noticed it a lot.
Like a lot better?
I don't know if that was good or bad because it'd be like, you know what I mean, like zipper, and then and bell, like boom, and then all of a sudden new scene. Like it was like crazy, like jump cuts, like crazy.
Is that a good thing?
It's not a bad thing. It's not I don't know because I noticed it.
Right.
And I've asked my friends that are also into film. They didn't notice it. So I just noticed it. So I don't know. I liked it. Like it didn't take me out of the show, but I noticed it.
Right.
And I don't know if anyone else noticed it. I don't know.
I didn't. So in conclusion, season 1 or season 2?
Oh no. That's hard because season 1 has some classic moments.
Yeah.
But I think overall, season 2 is just.
Think so?
Yeah. It just got better. Like for me, like season 1 was great. It was amazing.
It was so good.
But season 2 just stepped it up, and it added so many layers to everyone.
Yeah.
That I think I'm like, hell yeah. So if they keep progressing, I'm gonna love this show. Like I love this show already.
So do I.
But
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Season 2 was amazing. I think it was a little too hyped up, but I loved it anyways.
I kind of got away from the hype. Like I don't pay attention to trailers that much anymore. I did watch the trailers.
There was only like 2 trailers though, right?
The first trailer from Comic-Con was amazing.
Yeah.
Like the Michael Jackson music.
Oh, there was a Super Bowl one.
No, it was Comic-Con.
Was it a Comic-Con?
Yeah, it was with the Thriller music in the background.
Right. That one was so good. That's what got me hyped.
God.
When I heard it.
And as soon as I was watching, I was like, "Oh, this is incredible! I love it." And then the other trailer I didn't care for, but that first one was like, "Oh, dude, I love this so much. I can't wait." But so I can't wait for season 3.
Me either.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
One whole year, we'll be back.
I know, yeah.
With this background.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get better. I don't know. It looks good.
Thanks. I made it.
Good job.
Thanks.
Good job, Cass.
Thanks.
Cassie's Corner.
Cassie's Corner.
So is this what Cassie's Corner is gonna be different? Like
yeah, I think every once in a while because like I don't have things to
rant about.
To be angry.
I think
anymore.
she's like you gotten that anger out of you.
Yeah, I think I just needed to vent.
A little bit. Yeah, just now we can actually progress on some Cassie's
So I'm excited.
Corners.
What else we could do?
Yeah. Like I mean, unboxings, reviews, TV reviews, movie reviews.
Yeah.
By the way, have you seen any movies?
I finally saw Homecoming. I know, so bad, and I might go see Thor.
It's like the year 2019 already, and you just saw Homecoming.
Yes, and then Thor. I have to see Thor. Have you seen Thor?
Yes.
You saw Thor. Oh, I saw you post it. I haven't seen it. Is it good?
Yes.
Is it amazing?
Yes.
Really?
Well, no, it's not. I loved it.
Is it the best?
It's
Thor
the best
movie?
Thor movie because I'm not a fan of the Thor movies, to be honest. This was the best Thor movie by far.
Maybe we should do a Thor review next.
I would love that.
Yeah?
Yes. Yes.
The review. Next, Cassy's Corner.
Cool. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, cool.
Alrighty, guys.
So, I think that's it, right?
Alright, and then I guess
Cassy's Corner.
you can catch me on Nerdfellas, of course. Me and Mike do videos on there. We'll come in here sometimes and do videos here. We're all over the place, but just follow us at Nerdfellas on Instagram and on YouTube.
Yeah,
and then
I think that's it for this Cassy's Corner. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching us. If you guys have any comments, questions, concerns about Stranger Things.
I'm concerned.
You're concerned?
Very much.
So am I. So let us know in the comments. Yeah. Subscribe, like us, share us. I don't know.
Don't sound too desperate.
I don't know how to do this YouTube thing, Martin. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm new.
I'm
new here.
I'm a little seasoned.
Yes.
All right. Well, yeah. It's your show, so you need to close it out.
So I thought I just did.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Bye.